Welcome to the Sunburst Sanctuary, Inspirational Message and Meditation for October 4th, 2020. My name is Al King, and the subject today is Equanimity, the calm eye of the storm. I want to start the message today by reading from Norm Paulson's The Sacred Science of Meditation, Transformation, Illumination. Through your divine presence, shining through all virtues, reveal your attribute of equanimity to me. Holy Spirit, Father and Mother, may I grow to express your divine balance physically, mentally, and spiritually in every conscious moment of my life. May your steady guidance and presence be revealed to me within my soul and without. The spiritual path homeward has been said to be like a razor's edge, with so many distractions strewn along the way. Likened to the high-wire performer balancing upon the cable, calmly and carefully working step by step across the span to safety, always looking toward the goal. The walk is successfully made through the careful practice of right mindfulness and by your grace. Is this act of balance not a physical parallel to the attainment of virtue through love, service, and devotion to you? May I deepen my love for you with all my heart, my mind, and my soul, and bring forth all the virtues successfully each day, attaining equanimity by your grace. Equanimity is one of the 12 virtues that are recognized by the Sunburst family. Early on in the life of Sunburst, it was recognized that virtue could be broken into 12 different virtues, and each one of those virtues was associated with an astrological month. Equanimity, the virtue of equanimity, is associated with the astrological sign of Libra. When I think of Libra, I think of the woman holding the scales, holding the balance. And balance is a very important aspect of equanimity. In this time, when things are so tumultuous, balance is a key to getting through what's going on all around us. We're surrounded by extremes, from weather extremes, from heat, from cold, from floods to droughts. These are real extremes, things that this planet hasn't seen for some time. And then there's also the things that we can become emotionally attached to, like pain and pleasure, happiness and sadness, peace and anger. These are aspects that we want to try to avoid becoming attached to either one of the extremes, and rather find that balance point, find that center point from which we can act. Situations are like this as well, where there are many extreme situations, and things often do not go the way that we would like to see them go. We do need to accept what has come forth, but we don't have to just accept it blindly. We can continue to work toward a better resolution, but we do need to accept it and recognize it and not get caught up in the emotion of the extremes. Equality is another important aspect of equanimity. Right now, we see throughout the world examples where people are getting really upset because they don't feel like they're being treated as equals. Some people are being treated better than others. Some people are being treated badly just because of some aspect that they shouldn't be judged upon at all. Each one of us has come in to this body with certain prejudices built in. We can recognize that we have those prejudices, and be aware of them. What we don't want to do is act on those prejudices. We want to act with true feeling of equality to all people. After all, each and every one of us is a spirit, and we've all come here to this place to learn lessons together. Each one of us are equal in this task. It also helps to see that God is present in all other people. If we can see God in the face of every person that we see, and recognize God's presence there, it'll be much easier to treat people with equanimity. Situations are a lot like people as well. We have all kinds of situations that we encounter. What we need to do is learn to see these situations as opportunities to learn, rather than attacks upon our ego. I want to read a quote from Paramahansa Yogananda. I stand unshaken amidst the crash of breaking worlds. That's a very powerful image. Worlds crashing and breaking around us, and standing there unshaken. In order to do that, it really helps to realize where we have come from, that each one of us is an immortal soul, and we've come here and find ourselves in these egos. So to help us with this realization, we need to experience the presence of God with us all the time. If we can recognize the presence of God with us, it will make it much easier to stand unshaken in all the turmoil that we find ourselves in. We need to recognize that we are all part of God, and it's easier to recognize that we're part of God when we experience His presence. Meditation is a wonderful tool to help us get to that place where we see God around us. We hear God. We feel His love. We feel His touch. We're going to go into a little period of meditation coming up. But before we do that, I want to talk about a couple of other things. One is vortexes, spinning, whirling energy. In the past, there was a time when Norm Paulson spoke to us often about how he would play with these energy vortexes. He described the masculine vortex as spinning one direction, the feminine vortex spinning another direction, and these would be spinning around his spine. They spin around our spines. They travel up and down. So he would talk about how he would play with these energies as he meditated. So I'm going to get a little bit playful here and do a little bit of show and tell. And we're going to do a demonstration of the power of a spinning object in terms of creating balance. So this is a child's toy gyroscope, and they're really a lot of fun. Hopefully you got to experience them as you were growing up. So I'm going to pull this string and start this spinning, but first let me show you. We're going to end up balancing this on this one point. Now, if the interior part's not spinning, it's just going to fall right over. But when I pull this string and get that center part spinning, there's no problem achieving balance. So if we can achieve balance with a spinning object, how much more can we achieve with the spinning energies that are traveling up and down our spine, the masculine and feminine vortexes, bringing us into balance, bringing integration and organization to our bodies, and helping us stand amidst the crashing worlds around us. A couple weeks back, or a few weeks back, Heiko did a very nice talk on the Om technique of meditation. Now, while he was talking about that, I realized that I was reading a chapter in a book that was discussing how sound can be used to organize and integrate the different aspects of our body, especially if through some type of trauma they've been scattered or taken out of an organized space. And by using sound, we can bring them back to where they should be. And as an example, the author was talking about what I think some of us had seen probably on the internet or on television as kids, where someone would take a plate of metal, like an aluminum plate, put some sand on it, and take a violin bow and draw that violin bow across the edge of the plate, creating a vibration. Now that sonic vibration then organizes the sand particles on the plate into beautiful images or patterns. So as I was listening to Heiko's meditation, and we were chanting Om, going into the silent meditation, I had a personal epiphany that if I would use intention while I was chanting Om, that I can help bring my body into a more organized and integrated unit and have better balance. And then with today's topic on equanimity, balance, it just seemed like this is something we may want to incorporate. So as we go into this meditation, this silent meditation, I would propose that we chant Om together for a short time. Hopefully you can do this in the place where you are, and if not now, at some other time. And as we chant Om, have the intention of reorganizing and integrating your body into a more cohesive unit that is better able to experience balance. And then once we cease to chant the sound of Om, then imagine the vortexes spinning around your spine, going up and down and around, and creating like a gyroscopic effect that holds you in balance. Well, thank you for joining with us to hear the message and to meditate with us. I hope you enjoyed using intention while chanting Om, and I hope you enjoyed playing with the vortexes. There'll be a recording of devotional music after this.
Remember when we used to ride together, just a light up in the sky. Everyone had wings of snow white feather, and the sunlight in their eye, and the sunlight in their eye. See the eagles with brilliant eyes turn their gaze to the sun. They know they're not the only kings of the sky. Well, before they came, it was you and I. Before they came, it was you and I used to think those days were gone forever, and I'd never see the day when the children rode the wings of his laughter. Remember how we used to play. Remember how we used to play. See the eagles with brilliant eyes turn their gaze to the sun. They know they're not the only kings of the sky. Well, before they came, it was you and I. Before they came, it was you and I. Now I know those days are returning, though I don't know how long. But mine eyes keep waiting for the sunrise, and my wings are growing strong, and my wings are growing strong. See the eagles with brilliant eyes turn their gaze to the sun. They know they're not the only kings One day children will all meet in a meadow, and the trees will sing goodbye. Hand in hand we'll form a circle and leap straight into the sky, and leap straight into the sky. See the eagles with brilliant eyes turn their gaze to the sun. They know they're not the only kings of the sky, for before they came, it was you and I. Before they came, it was you and I. Remember when we used to ride together, just a light up in the sky. Everyone had wings of snow-white feather, and sunlight in their eyes, and the sun